Hello everyone, it's Dale here. In this video I want to talk about the strongest volume profile levels to trade this week. We'll take a look at the euro, we'll take a look at the British pound and also US dollar, Canadian dollar. So let's get to it. Let's start with the euro. What you see before you, this is a 30-minute chart of the euro dollar on the NinjaTrader 8 platform. And what I want to show you here is a support in here, which is at 1.1696. The reasoning behind this support, well, actually there are a couple of reasons behind this support. The first reason is, as always, volumes. If you take a look at this area where the price was steeply going upwards, then you can notice that there is this significant volume cluster. I would say that this is the most significant volume cluster in this whole area, and that's the reason number one why I think that the price should react there, because buyers were active here as they were pushing the price upwards in this area. So this is a place where buyers were active, and I think that they will be active here in the future as well. So we just need to wait for the pullback. When the price reaches this place, which is at 1.1696, I expect a reaction. So the first reason, that's volumes. Second reason, also volumes, and you need to look at the profile on the left. That's a weekly volume profile, and it shows how volumes were distributed throughout the whole previous week. And the place where the heaviest volumes were traded last week is called the weekly point of control, and it is in here at our level. So not only we have this volume cluster here, but also there is this weekly point of control, okay? Nicely aligns with our level. The third thing that I like about this level is that it is at the beginning of a fair value gap. The fair value gap is highlighted in green. This is the fair value gap, that's from Smart Money Concepts, and here is the beginning of the fair value gap. Okay, so that's the third thing that adds strength to the level, and the third reason why I think that there will be a reaction. Okay, so that's for the euro. The next pair I want to show you is the British pound to US dollar, and you can see that the price action here is very similar as on the euro. Again, we are looking at a 30-minute chart of the British pound, and I want you to look at this uptrend area. What I'll do next is I'll use my volume profile over this area, and here is a volume cluster that stands out. Okay, this volume cluster represents a place where buyers were active as they were pushing the price up, and that means that when the price makes pullback there should be a reaction. Okay, because the buyers from here should become active again, defend their long positions which they placed in here, and they should push the price upwards from there. The level is at 1.3520, so right now we just need to wait for the pullback and then take it from there. The reaction to the pullback should look, for example, somehow like this. There was also another volume cluster, and here was a reaction, a pullback to that heavy volume cluster, right? So this is how it should look like. Volume cluster, pullback, reaction. The same in here. Volume cluster, pullback, reaction. Okay. Now, again, in this case, it's not just about the volume cluster, but also about weekly point of control. Now, if you look at how the volumes were distributed on the British pound last week, then this area looks kind of weird. I wasn't really able to make heads or tails of it, but what I did, I switched the volume calculation to TPO, which was way clearer. Let me show you. This is how the volume profile, the TPO volume profile looked like the previous week. And the TPO nicely shows the point of control. Again, nicely aligns with our long level. the same as on the euro. Only in this case I needed to use that trick because when I used volumes, the data looked really weird. I don't know why, but it's like, this looks weird. So I just switched to TPO, that was way clearer. But you know, in 99.9% of all cases I just use volumes, not TPO, because volumes are more precise. Anyways, this is the long level, and the third reason why I think this is a strong level is that there's also a fair value gap, the same thing as we had on the euro, right? Beginning of the fair value gap is here, exactly at our level. That's the same as we had on the euro, okay? So there are certain similarities between those two levels. Now I'm just waiting with limit orders for the price to reach to those levels, and then I'm going to trade from them. Okay, so that's that. Let me now switch to the US dollar Canadian dollar. Again, we are looking at a 30-minute chart of the US dollar Canadian dollar. In here I want to talk about two levels. First one at 1.3610, the second one at 1.3661. Both are based on this steep sell-off which occurred on Thursday, and those levels are based on volume clusters. This one and this one. Volume clusters represent places where big traders were active. In this case, because the price went downwards, it were sellers who were active here. And what you do is you just wait for the pullbacks, trade from the volume clusters like this, then wait for the pullback to the higher volume cluster and take the short like this. The logic is always the same. Heavy volumes are likely to be defended, okay? Both those volume clusters also have nice confluence with fair value gaps. In here, the fair value gap is highlighted in red. This is the lower fair value gap, and the beginning is our level. And with the high level, then here is the fair value gap, where the fair value gap begins in here at our level. All right. So yeah, those are the reasons for the levels that I currently have. Right now I'm just waiting for the pullbacks. I have limit orders so I don't miss the trades, and I'm just waiting for the levels to get hit. Alright, so that's that. I hope you guys liked it. If you want to learn more about volume profile trading and get your hands on my custom-made volume profile indicators, you want to head over to my website, which is at traderdale.com, and if you click this button right here, then here you can enroll in one of my courses and get my indicators. Alright, so that's about that. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Until then, happy trading. Now, before I wrap the video up, I'd like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators for TradingView platform, and right now on your screen you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner, and what I'll do next is I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing that you need to do to participate in this contest is leave a comment below this video, which I'll publish on YouTube, and next week I'll randomly pick one person to win this set of custom-made indicators. So that's about that. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time, and until then, happy trading!